I'm gonna try and create an original song for to be the background for this video. This is a video about creativity, which is weird for me to do because I never consider myself to be a creative person. I always thought quite the opposite actually, until I realized what creativity actually is. I had this assumption that creativity is you have to come with something amazing, something mind-blowing. But it's not creativity, that's just innovation, that's invention. Creativity is the act of creation, is the act of creating something. The result, the outcome, the qualitative metric of how good or bad that thing is doesn't matter. The creativity process is to create something. And that can be in any form, in any outlet you have. Well, right now I'm creating a video. Earlier I was creating music. Even my job, I'm a programmer. I used to think it's the dullest job ever. But there's a lot of creativity involved because you have to come up with a way to solve a certain problem, which you have to uphold with certain criteria while doing it. Constraints that define what you can and can't do, and you have to find your way around that to reach an outcome. That's creativity. The result, I don't think it matters as much as I thought it did. And that idea alone, the fact that I had to create something great, stopped me from creating anything, because rarely does one create something amazing. And it's even more rare if you don't create things at all. I would argue that the more you create shitty stuff, the higher chance you get of creating something amazing. This is what I'm trying to do nowadays. And these are just things that I started implementing to be more creative, as in to create more stuff and stop getting in my own way. That sucked, but I have something to go over. I like the finger picking. Innovation, however, is a step further down the line than creativity. Because you have to create so much that at some point your creation becomes an innovation, becomes something that has not been created before. But to assume that you'll just have an idea that will pop up in your head and it'll be something amazing, something no one ever thought of before, even though you yourself don't think that much, it's just, it seems impossible. The first thing I started changing is acknowledging that creativity or creating something good is just a chain reaction of the act of creation. The moment you just start with the intent, I want to create something and I have this, some form of an idea in my head. I don't know really what it is, but I'm willing to explore, I'm willing to dig in and find something within this. And then this morphs and changes down the line until the outcome is something completely different. This video was about practicing stuff, but midway I just didn't like where it was going. And it led me down this path. Like before, I would have killed that idea immediately because I didn't like it from the get-go. I didn't like the idea of the video I had before, from the start. But before I would have just stopped it and didn't even try anything. But today I had the moment, I had the choice where, okay, this is not good, I'm just gonna stop. But I didn't. I continued trying to make that video work. But like it didn't. I finished it, I looked at it, and I didn't like what I saw. So I ditched it. And then I came up with this idea. It's a chain reaction. It's still the outcome of me deciding to sit down and create something, which would not have happened if I just threw away the idea, if I killed it immediately and didn't even try. The thing I'm trying to implement now is just to not give up too early. Follow through a little bit, because in reality you're not even in control of what the outcome of the creative process is. It just becomes something of its own. All you have to do is just try. Another thing that's been bringing me joy lately is just the habit of creation. I have an intent every day to create something. It can be music, right now it's videos, even if I'm like learning a song that's someone else's song, but I'll just try to add a twist of my own in there. I'll try to learn the solo and then add a couple more bars of my own soloing over this, stemming from the original idea. It's like the saying, great artists steal. I think it's fine. You just get inspired with something that someone else created that works, that you like already, and then create something similar to it that hasn't been created before. At least you don't know about it. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but it doesn't even matter. You just take an idea, take something that's alive, something that works, and you just morph it and move it into something else that has your own touch on it. And it's like a muscle. The more I do it, more streamlined, or like the easier it is to go through it. Where before, like I had no idea where to begin. But now I have these like tips. The idea of stealing something, the idea of capturing something that's already working and morphing it, the idea of getting inspiration, just the faith that I have now that once I have the intention, once I sit down and try to create something, something will come out of that. It might not be what I intended it to be, but something will come out, something will be created. And once I stopped caring about it being amazing, I just started creating more stuff. Most of them are shit, but I still made them. The third thing, and this came out of me trying to stop watching social media, that I used all that time I would spend scrolling, just watching funny videos. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they're funny videos. But instead of it being aimless, I'm consuming things that are more around the thing I like, the thing I'm trying to do. Right now it's music, right now it's video making. So I watch a lot of that stuff, and I don't watch tutorial. I've done the tutorial hell before, and it's just, I keep watching it as a form of entertainment, but I don't really do anything. I do, however, watch like final products of people doing the same thing I'm trying to do. So I would watch a video about something completely different, but I would just think about how that person made that video about this completely other topic that I'm not particularly interested in, but I'm interested in making videos about what I'm interested in. Does that make sense? And honestly, watching people I respect, people I admire, people who are doing something I want to do, something similar to them, people are doing their own thing, even though if that thing I don't really care about, but they're doing their thing, that inspires me. That just gives me hope that whatever the thing that I'm interested in, that I don't think everybody else is interested in, it's fine. I can still do that. I can still make films and practice that and like live that life. It doesn't have to be for everybody, but I can still create through it. And honestly, above all, it's easier said than done, but I stopped judging or even judging myself about the things I create. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, I learn from it and I try to do better next time. But like, I wouldn't call myself a piece of shit. I wouldn't call myself like I'm an idiot. I'm not creative. I can't do this. This is not for me. I wouldn't do that. I'll just, yeah, this is good. This is bad. What can we learn from it? The next one will be better. Yeah. Yes, today's video done. Hope to see you soon. Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.